Hey everyone, I'm Chase from Outside Tribe, and Outside Tribe is a brand that we've made that encompasses everything you do outside. Fishing, mountain biking, hiking, camping. We're bringing it all together into a community and a brand of people who love being outside and doing things outdoors. And today, we're going to talk about mountain biking. More specifically, my 2019 YT Capra 29er. So I bought my bike in February of 2019. It was in stock, which is a problem that YT has quite often, is they are not in stock. And I received my bike in under a week. It was super easy to put together, super easy to set up, and I'm still running my stock bike to this day, other than a rear tire. Alright, so we're getting specific now with the components on the bike. I have the 2019 YT Capra 29 AL base in the concrete gray black magic color. Now this bike comes stock with some really, honestly the best value you can get from a bike. I looked at, the other bike I was looking at was a Kona Process 153, and the lowest end model that they offer has worse components than what my bike came with, but for a more expensive price. So that's why I went with YT Capra. For a fork, I have the RockShox Lyric RC fork, and honestly it's done great. It's not as complicated and doesn't have as many adjustments as the higher end forks, but honestly that ease of use makes it good for me to just turn it in a few clicks and then go. I don't have to fiddle with it for very long. For rear shock, we have the RockShox Super Deluxe R, which is a great shock. The only thing I wish it had was maybe a lockout position for just climbing fire roads. It's not terrible without it, but that would have been nice to have. Tires, I'm running the 2.4 Maxxis Minion DHR2 on the front, and for the rear tire I'm running the Maxxis Minion DHR2 in a 2.35 double down casing. That's something that I need to have. Usually I do a lot of racing, so having that double down helps a lot. Now I'm sure a lot of people will ask, well, it's a long travel bike, how does it pedal? I didn't buy the bike for going uphill, I bought it for going downhill, but it pedals great going uphill. Sure, it doesn't pedal as good as a purpose-built cross-country bike, but it does fine for me. I've gone on 20-mile plus rides with it. It pedals fine, especially when you get to the downhills. The downhills are where this bike really, really comes alive. It has just the perfect amount of suspension for everything we're doing. I've taken it to downhill parks, Windrock specifically, and the day before we went to Windrock, we were in Pisgah National Forest doing long rides with long climbs on the fire roads, followed by rough, rowdy descents. So this bike has really been perfect for me because it's a really good do-it-all bike. It pedals good and it descends better. So, I mean, if you're looking for a bike that can do everything, just one do-it-all bike that you can take out and ride 20 miles, or a bike you can take to a crazy gnarly downhill park, I would say this is one of the best bikes for that. You can do, like I said, anything on it. One of the things I don't like about the bike, and it's really only the main thing I don't like about the bike, is the paint. The paint sucks. It's like this thin matte color paint, and I think it's the same on all YTs, but don't quote me on that, but it just, the matte color scratches super easily, and it just looks awful once it's been used. So if you buy a YT, I would get it wrapped some frame tape, because it'll help it. It's just whatever kind of paint they use, and the matte finish just shows scratches big time. If you've never ridden a long travel 29er, you're missing out. Alright guys, if you liked this video, please consider subscribing. We have a lot more content across all things outdoors, like I was saying at the beginning. Outside Tribe is just a community of people that loves getting outdoors and loves doing things outdoors. Activities, mountain biking, hiking, rock climbing, kayaking, everything. So if you're into any of that, please subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you next week.
Yoo-hoo! That was more fun.